Top 30 Iconic Quotes Movie The Shootist, 1976. The Shootist, 1976, is a poignant western that marks John Wayne's final film role, portraying J.B. Brooks, an aging gunfighter grappling with terminal cancer. Directed by Don Siegel, the movie is a reflective exploration of mortality, legacy, and the changing landscape of the American West. Set in 1901, as the Old West gives way to modernity, Brooks seeks peace in Carson City, Nevada, but his reputation as a deadly gunslinger attracts unwanted attention. Brooks rents a room from Bond Rogers, Lauren Bacall, and her son Gillum, Ron Howard, forming unexpected bonds with both. Bond views him with skepticism and moral disapproval, while Gillum idolizes his legendary status. As Brooks reflects on his violent past, he decides to confront his fate on his own terms, choosing a final showdown that will define his legacy. The film is celebrated for its introspective tone and powerful dialogue, with quotes like, "I won't be wronged. I won't be insulted. I won't be laid a hand on." Wayne's portrayal of Brooks is both commanding and vulnerable, embodying a man facing death with dignity and courage. The Shootist is a fitting farewell to Wayne's storied career and a timeless meditation on life, honor, and redemption. Gillum Rogers. His name was J.B. Brooks, and he had a matching pair of .45s with antique ivory grips that were something to behold. He wasn't an outlaw. The fact is, for a while he was a lawman. Long before I met Mr. Brooks, he was a famous man. I guess his fame was why somebody or other was always after him. The wild country had taught him to survive. He lived his life and herded by himself. He had a credo that went, John Bernard Brooks, I won't be wronged, I won't be insulted, and I won't be laid a hand on. I don't do these things to other people, and I require the same from them. Gillum Rogers. But how could you get into so many fights and always come out on top? I nearly tied you shooting. John Bernard Brooks. Friend, there's nobody up there shooting back at you. It isn't always being fast or even accurate that counts. It's being willing. I found out early that most men, regardless of cause or need, aren't willing. They blink an eye or draw a breath before they pull the trigger. I won't. Dr. E.W. Hostetler. There's one more thing. I'd say both of us have had a lot to do with death. I'm not a brave man, but you must be. Now, this is not advice. It's not even a suggestion. It's just something for you to reflect on while your mind's still clear. John Bernard Brooks. What? Dr. E.W. Hostetler, I would not die a death like I just described. John Bernard Brooks. No? Dr. E.W. Hostetler. Not if I had your courage. John Bernard Brooks. First things first, Doc. I almost forgot to ask you, how much do I owe you? Dr. E.W. Hostetler. You're a man after my own heart, Brooks. Most of them ask that last, if at all. Well, let's see. We'll make it $4 for the 2 visits plus $1 for that. John Bernard Brooks. What's that? Dr. E.W. Hostetler. They call that laudanum, a solution of opium and alcohol. Carson City Marshal Walter Thibodeau. Did you read about the shooting the night before last at the Metropole? John Bernard Brooks. No. Carson City Marshal Walter Thibodeau. Hooey. That was some shooting. Pulford. He's the faro dealer. Got off 1 round under fire. Straight through the heart, and it measured 84 feet 3 inches. Maybe I'll just send him here. Let him deal. You a little faro. Bond Rogers. I'm glad you won't be staying long. I don't think I like you. John Bernard Books. Not many do. Mrs. Rogers. J.B. Books, John Wayne, and Quat. I won't be wronged. I won't be insulted. I won't be laid a hand on. I don't do these things to other people. And I require the same from them. And Quat. And Quat. It's not being fast or even accurate that counts. It's being willing. And Quat. And Quat. I'm a dying man, afraid of the dark. And Quat. And Quat. Sometimes I wonder if I ever lived, or just rode along on life's train. And Quat. And Quat. There's no cure for what I've got. And Quat. And Quat. I'm not afraid to die. I just hate the pain. And Quat. And Quat. I lived most of my life by a code. It's too late to change now. And Quat. And Quat. When you have to shoot, shoot. Don't talk. And Quat. And Quat. Every man has to die. It's how you live that matters. And Quat. And Quat. This is my birthday, and I want to go out the way I lived. And Quat. Gilliam Rogers, Ron Howard, and Quat. You didn't just kill a man. You finished him. And Quat. And Quat. I want to grow up to be like you, Mr. Books. And Quat. And Quat. Does it ever bother you, what you've done? And Quat. And Quat. You've lived your life the way you wanted. I think that's brave. And Quat. And Quat. You're not afraid of anything, are you? And Quat. Bond Rogers, Lauren Bacall, and Quat. I don't like violence, Mr. Books, and I don't like what you stand for. And Quat. And Quat. If you don't want people to care about you, don't make them like you. And Quat. And Quat. A man's worth is more than the deeds of his past. And Quat. And Quat. You may be dying, but you're still dangerous. And Quat. And Quat. You're not the man I thought you were. You're better. And Quat. Dr. Hostetler, James Stewart, and Quat. You have a cancer, Mr. Books. There's no easy way to say it. And Quat. And Quat. You came to me for the truth, and I've given it to you. And Quat. And Quat. The best a man can do is face what's coming with courage. And Quat.